I am not a serial killer, Mr. Aronson. I abhor such meaningless violence by stupid middle-aged white men who have some mental defect or need for domination and punishment or retribution. I am not your judge or your jury. My acts have a specific purpose, you see, and that is to erase illness, to help men see illness and correct it. Sadly, though, the first step is recognizing the illness, and that is where my process has to begin. The speaker kept to the shadows of the small windowless room, careful to conceal his identity. The bare room was made of concrete blocks, and the lighting was purposely dim in most spots. Mr. Aronson couldn't concentrate, though. He wanted to take in as much detail as he could for the police when they found him. But he'd been beaten unconscious earlier and blood had crusted in his eyes. Pain was a myriad of beastings in his mind. He was also securely tied to a chair, starving, dry with thirst, and with a thick nylon collar with a black box attached to it strangling him. Recognizing irrationality is a key step our society can take to better itself. Hate and racism are mental illnesses, Mr. Aronson. You will soon see what I mean. There is no biological pathology for hate or racism to exist. Therefore, it is an irrational mental illness that can be treated. But recognition is the first, most difficult step. Can you make that step where others couldn't? You could help humanity in untold ways. The speaker approached Mr. Aronson from behind, still out of view, and whispered, "I've been watching you for quite a while. You, sir, are at a pivotal point in your life right now. In fact, this could be a pivotal point in humanity, if you wish it to be." The speaker snatched Mr. Aronson's blonde hair in his fist and yanked it forcefully backward. "Don't be afraid to talk to me. This is where your life, everyone's life, can change. You can even change my life in the next 10 minutes, if you can read the clues and make the right choices. Again, I do not judge you. I have nothing but progress in mind. I love the human race and I weep when I see people like you, people so poorly socialized, programmed, into thinking skin color or superficial preferences affect the human soul. I'm here to help you unlearn all of that. Can you do that?" Mr. Aronson dared to speak. "Why are you doing this to me? Who are you? Why me?" The speaker pushed Mr. Aronson's head forward violently. "That's all? Still thinking so egocentrically? It's all about you, isn't it?" The speaker moved around the small room. He stayed in the shadows to remain unrecognizable. "Tell me who you are?" Mr. Aronson's head swam with confusion and pain. His multiple wounds and lacerations made concentration a mountainous ascent. "I don't know what you mean. I guess I was expecting too much of you, Mr. Aronson. I can help you there. Usually those who are ill do not know it. It takes discovery and reflection, an ability to unlearn, to put the mystery together and rise above it. Brutality has its place in the world. Brutality is not a mental illness. It is a fantastic journey to discovery, a wonderful learning tool, perhaps better described as an unlearning tool. But you must forgive me, I talk too much about my passion for human beings. Are you familiar with shock collars for dogs? There's one around your neck." The speaker held up a dark rectangular object. Behavior can be modified with electricity. They can be very effective tools of unlearning. The speaker pushed a button and a faint high-pitched tone sounded from below Mr. Aronson's ears. It was instantly followed by a vicious, painful shock to the side of his neck that made him shriek. "You sound like a puppy, Mr. Aronson." The speaker gave him another shock. "We are now ready for our conversation, and this little device will help you tell me the truth. Please." First the tone sounded and then a shock hit the collar, crumpling Mr. Aronson like paper. "Only speak when spoken to, understood?" He circled around a chest-high box near the table. "Life is full of simple decisions. I don't need to tell you that. You've been making simple decisions all your life, right? Black or white? Yes or no? It's just that easy. Well, that's all you need to do to change the world, Mr. Aronson. If you answer correctly and prove to me you have unlearned your poisonous habits, I will give myself up to the police and let you live. If not, you will help me continue my quest to erase hate and racism through pure scientific reasoning. Have you anything to say? I promise I won't shock you." "I'm so confused." Mr. Aronson's throat was raw and raspy. "Who are you? How long have I been here? I figured you would still be ignorant. Let me inform you. After all, that is fair and equal, isn't it? To start on a level playing field? It is the American thing to do. The speaker paused. Even though you were defeated in the state elections 5 years ago because of your racist and hate-filled rhetoric, it doesn't mean you have been forgotten. Your defeat was the catalyst when I decided it was up to me to expose the truth about racism and hate. They are irrational mental illnesses that can be cured. You're the mentally ill one, Mr. Aronson grumbled. The words got him a wicked shock. Always blaming someone else for your problems? That's such typical behavior of a racist. Blacks are to blame for crimes. Blacks are the reason your kids didn't get into law school because of affirmative action. The gay man is the reason AIDS has killed so many. The Arab man at the gas station sets gas prices just to screw you. Women have taken away good-paying jobs from more qualified men. The speaker paused again. His breathing was more intense and passionate. These are your own words, Mr. Aronson. Those are my beliefs, Mr. Aronson stated. I'm not the only one. And that is yet more proof of my point that racism and hatred are an epidemic mental illness that can be cured. Mr. Aronson dared to speak again. If you're so sure, tell me how. The proof is right before you, the speaker said. Let me ask you a question. What am I? You're a black man, Mr. Aronson spat. How do you know? I can hear it in your voice when you talk. You want to ask me a question instead of ask. Mr. Aronson got another sharp shock from the collar that felt like piranha teeth. Wrong. I knew you'd say that if I asked you a question. Typical stereotyped racism. Then what are you? Who are you? Why the games? If I'm so wrong and sick, then help me. If you can't figure it out on your own, then my point is made, Mr. Aronson. The speaker sighed, his voice lilted with excitement. And to support my point with some primary research, I will now ask you another question. Think carefully because your life depends on it. Also, if you answer correctly, I will turn myself in and face any consequences the racist justice system has for me. I have high hopes for you, Mr. Aronson. What is the question? The speaker removed an old bed sheet that had been covering a small ancient Maytag avocado green refrigerator that Mr. Aronson just now noticed. He opened the door and brilliant light spilled as if heaven had been inside. The speaker took out 4 plates covered with domed stainless steel covers, probably stolen from some hotel room service. He uncovered 3 of the 4 plates in quick succession. In the cool dimness of the room, Mr. Aronson could see a red, moist object that looked like an organ or tissue of some sort. There are 3 hearts here. Human hearts. Hearts I went to great lengths to procure just for you. Mr. Aronson gagged at the sight of the dead human hearts on the white plates. No, this is all wrong. Stop this. Only you can stop this. The speaker uncovered the 4th plate to reveal it was empty and clean. This one is for you if you cannot solve the mystery. Please, I have a lot of money, I can pay you. A shock silenced Mr. Aronson. Another racist attitude. You think you can just buy your way out of anything? A rich white man. Money breeds hate and racism. How many poor people are black, Hispanic, or anything but white? The speaker continued. I have a short story to tell you about each of these hearts, to help you weigh the evidence. The clues should help you decide. You may even recognize some of the stories. And let me remind you of how much trouble I went to just to get these for you. One of these used to belong to an acquaintance of mine. The poor man was a crackhead who just got out of jail for the 3rd time for various minor offenses. He was only 25, black, no father to speak of. He had 3 kids by 3 different women on welfare, public assistance if you prefer a more benign term. His heart is here before you. But which one? I have a picture of him for you to consider. The speaker pushed a grainy mug shot of the young man close so Mr. Aronson could see it. Also, here is the heart of a gay man. He liked to party and had a lot of friends. The speaker produced another photo. This time it was of a handsome blonde that could easily have been an Abercrombie & Fitch model. Too bad he liked dudes, right? Or do you like him too? You seem to know him from an app called Snuffies. You've got a lot of skeletons in your Republican closet. Is that one I missed? Mr. Aronson had nothing to say. Lastly is the heart of a handicapped woman. She was crippled by a drunk driver who happened to be a middle-aged white guy who got a suspended sentence simply because he had connections in the courts. The speaker presented a final photo of the older Hispanic woman. Mr. Aronson's stomach fell into his bowels. "I know her," he whispered. "Of course you do," the speaker said. "You were the man who hit her." "It was an accident," Mr. Aronson shouted hoarsely. The speaker shocked him into silence. "All that has passed. What's done is done. You need to be concerned with the lesson before you. Look carefully at the hearts and tell me which one belongs to whom. If you get it right, then you will live and I will turn myself in. You can take this epiphany to the world. Show them that unlearning is possible." Mr. Aronson scrutinized each heart on the plates. One looked a little smaller. It must be the woman's. It was so difficult because they all looked the same. Without skin, without seeing a face or hearing a voice, he couldn't tell them apart. "I see frustration in your face, Mr. Aronson." The speaker pushed the middle plate closer. "Is this the heart of the gay man you hired? Is this the heart of a crippled woman?" He pushed another plate closer. "Or is this the heart of a young black man addicted to crack?" Tears streamed down Mr. Aronson's face. I can't see enough." "What do you actually need to see?" The speaker pushed the third heart closer. "They all look the same. Notice all three have veins and arteries. The muscle itself has a grain to it. I can see why you say there is no difference that you can detect. But you must use your powers of hate and discrimination to figure out the puzzle. You only have a few minutes to decide." The speaker put a cheap kitchen timer next to the hearts. It was set for 5 minutes and the time was rapidly ticking away on the LCD screen. Then the speaker pulled a serrated hunting knife from a leather case strapped to his waist. It had remained hidden in the shadows until now. He tapped the stainless steel tip on the empty white plate and hummed the theme from Jeopardy! Seconds flowed through the timer, lowering the minutes. Mr. Aronson's own heart pounded, stiffening the muscles of his neck. Each heart was reddish pink, just like his. Each heart had snaking veins that had been rudely severed, just like his. The flesh had nothing to tell him. Each heart was made of identical tissue. There was no sign pointing to the black man's or the gay man's. Another mercury minute faded. The speaker walked slowly away from the table. "Time is running out. Think of all the clues. Who is whom? Could you really tell the difference next to your own heart?" "I can't. I need more time." "There is no more time. You can see how racism and hate is irrational. You can't even tell the hearts apart from the very people you hate and despise." The speaker rubbed the flat side of the knife across Mr. Aronson's cheek. "Everyone is pink on the inside, you know?" The final 2 minutes unspooled until only seconds remained. Then the timer beeped its death knell. "What is your answer? Have you solved the mystery?" Mr. Aronson didn't know. He couldn't think. His mind was tortured, confused, alive with maggots of fear. The smaller one, that's the woman's. And the middle one is the fag's. And the one on the right is the black guy's. The speaker didn't answer. Instead, he let silence weigh heavy in the air. He breathed hotly on Mr. Aronson's neck and pricked his ear with the knife's tip. "Education is the key, my unfortunate friend. Do you know what I'm going to tell the next person who takes this challenge?" Mr. Aronson swallowed hard. "I've got a family, please?" "So does the fag, as you put it. He had a name, but you don't deserve to know it." "I didn't mean that. The fourth plate will contain the heart of a racist. Do you think they will be able to tell it from the others?" The speaker lined the knife's icy sharp edge beneath Mr. Aronson's opposite ear precisely on top of his pulsing artery. "I don't think they will either."